Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Book of Hours. I should really do some editing to catch up on this, but for now, let's dive right in. Okay, where were we? Yes, we were opening up the sealed vault and learning a few things. Happy cat. Learning a few things about our journal and what we can put into it. I guess we can put in other things, maybe. Might be worth having a poke around and see what we can do. So we used that last time with that, and what does that put us on? 15. Hang on, let's use the a screen with a desk with the sky. It'll be easier. So this should, in theory, show us, and we need a sky skill. Sky. You'll do. No, not the lantern. What's it trying to do? That? Align shadows to invite the attention of a moth. Okay. It's trying to craft Tanglebrag, but not what we want. Why isn't it doing sky? Because it's already got the thing, I guess? Maybe? What I can do, that I've realised, is I can do that to sort by strength and Sacra Source Invicti. In case we don't have one that's that strong. What else can we conjure? That Newman has 5 lantern, so maybe some Sacra Solace. Make a determination, glorious origin. Our first sparks of Our first sparks of self descended from the light above the world, which we call the glory. Without the glory, we would be beasts in darkness, and the gifts of our past illuminate our future, which is eternity. Adds moth and lantern to your journal, replaces any other origin determination. So that counts as an origin, I would assume. Replaces any other origin determination. Adding determinations to your journal makes it first possible, then easier to write a magic history. So how does that work, I wonder? And how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11. There are 13 aspects, so I guess 2 aren't included. Or maybe 1, 2, 3. So those I would assume would be lantern, moth, and sky. And these are probably what's the word? Assuming I can definitely count that right. These are, I would think, origin determinations. Maybe can we do moth? How are we for moth? We have 6 from there. This isn't the right thing for it. Neither is that. Neither is that. Will you zoom in on that? There we go. Nope. Sure. Put that into there, hide the rest. Throw in our book. Throw in that. A memory of moth. Do we have any? 3, 2, 2, yeah, 3. And then soul, we are quite short on that. What is our thing? Our Newmans don't provide moth currently, though we should hopefully be finding another book for Newmans from wherever the nun's opening up. But yes, that is a thing. Wait, am I being dumb? We do also have transformations and that, which has 8 in it, so we can check with that. Let's allow time to pass a bit. Dusk has fallen, that's okay. We've made some more Arctic essence. Put it up there for now. We've got some water. And I heard the bong from down there, but we'll check in a bit after this. We will grab that into there with that, with transformations and thingy, with that, and waiting. There we go. Make a determination, moth, oldest. The moth beats within the skull, seeks among the trees of the wood. The moth beats within the skull, seeks among the trees of the wood, is dappled. The moth who delights in contradiction is the oldest hour that remains. Any that seem older, the moth once was, when once it was. And once it was. Okay. Adds moth and lantern to your journal, replaces any other oldest determination. Adding determination. Any other oldest determination. So not an origin. Just a. I wish you could see the text for this. Just a thing. Oldest. And it adds moth and lantern. I should be making a note of these. I should be writing these all down because we can't retest. From what I've seen, we can't retest 20 Sky on this because we already have the 20 Sky with Azult, which I think is just that. We came from nowhere. Anyway, from the what are we looking at here? We are having a look, and we are seeing that there is, interestingly, the 25th level recipes aren't visible here. I'm guessing because we don't have the Newman in. If we put in a Newman, which we can't do currently because it's not the right slot. Yes, if we put in the correct a Newman, it'll show us matching 25th level, which might in fact be these, like, instead of lantern, moth and sky, it might actually be lantern, moon and nectar for 25 for the recipe we just did. We'd have to see, and it would require an extensive amount of high level things for that. But we are starting to reach that level, aren't we? What other things do we have? We have an Alicant, which I reckon we can do with sharps. Throw in some arrow. Throw in some of that. And it's paused to think. We would like some edge. Unfortunately, it's not hailing at the moment because winter's ended. But hail is a good source of edge memory. Maybe leave it for now. There's a moon. Sharps has moon to it. What do we have? Inkwires that has moon. Paraffin. And that new, nope, we need a moon bench, which would be this one. Paraffin, Newman, that. Trist will suffice, and a skill sharps or edicts. Okay, so make a determination black, the first flower. So another first flower determination. The Watchman's Tree is the covenant that forbids knowledge to mortals, but permits it in the covenant houses of the tree. Like Bankrug Isle, the black flower of Calyptra, the knight unwounded, was its first defence. Forbidden knowledge must not be spoken, must not be written, must not be known. The tree is rooted in night. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and copy these down. So, what do we think creates this recipe? Also, by the way, yeah, we have 25 available to us because of the Newman, I believe. What do we think is making this available to us? I'm thinking it's a combination of the Incastum terminal we're using and the element that is in 20 for us. So I'm working off of that. I don't think, because we've seen Daedalus provide something. Was it Daedalus or was it? Yeah, it was a Wind in Waiting for the Moth one. So I'm pretty. I think we can use for the 20th level. We can use any memory, and then Newman has to go into the 25th level. Okay, I will make some notes, and I will be recording this somewhere. Sure, here. What's it called? Paraffin. Grab this, paste that there. Grab this. Can I paste that there? Paraffin. Make a determination black, the first flower. So I will add in the tag first flower. Adds moon and scale, sure. Do we want to do... What else can we test? Interestingly, it's showing glorious origin. So if we throw in any old Incastum terminal, we have a Zolt. We also have an Alicant. Does that still show? Yeah. And determination moth oldest and moon. Okay, so it might not care about the ink, now that I think about it. Though there's no way we're really testing it without the ink. So I will just keep the note of it being paraffin for the moon, just as a reminder of the easy way to open that. Open that up to us. Take that out. We want that instead. We want to throw that in there. Okay, determination, glorious origin. So using Azult as the easiest way. Lantern. And this is an origin. So copy that. Paste that there. Our first spark of self was thingy, yeah, sure. Sure. Let's try with the other one we've discovered, which was moth. Oh, here's me getting lost again. There is Azult. There is some Trist. There are some transformations. That is irrelevant. And a memory of, say, a wind in waiting. Determination, moth, oldest. So, I guess determination. So we can say something like, "Oh, actually, the Grail is the oldest," or the Watchman is the oldest, or we can say the moth is the oldest. Maybe. What else could we? What else would be contenders? The Horned Axe, maybe. Would that represent scale? That could be a thing. The Malachite as well might also be the oldest. Might also be a contender. I don't think the Watchman, since we've already seen what the Lantern one seems to look like. Maybe, let's see, Azult, Moth, oldest, and paste. Yes. So, interestingly, the Glorious Origin adds Moth and Lantern, and this Moth the Oldest adds Moth and Lantern as well. So that is a good way to, as it says somewhere, something. It said somewhere. Use it to make resolutions. I think, make determinations and then use determinations to match up. So the way it wants us, or the way it helps us get to something like 25 that we need. Not only do we have Newmans, which are quite strong, but if we're going from, say, a 3 or a 6 to a 5, that may not necessarily be an upgrade for us. So by using these determinations, we can add to the book to make that a bit stronger. So we're not just relying on a max level skill, though we probably would need that. And fuck it, I'm not upgrading our soul elements. It seems kind of an inefficient way of doing that. Anyway, in custom terminal, what else could we do? What else do we have? Mariquette. We've got some Grail. Sorry, Necklace. Grab this. Grab the Mariquette. Grab the Newman. Grab that. Heart will suffice. Do we have a strong nectar skill? I don't think so. Coil and Chasm, 5. We are 1 short. Interesting. And plus health doesn't really scale up. We can't really improve our plus health easier than we can just, increase Coil and Chasm a level. And that'd be for the best, I think. Okay, now we have a measure of what we want to do. We want to learn all those determinations, I think. So a first flower, an origin, and an oldest. We've found one of each so far. Well, we found two first flowers, and 2 origins, and 1 oldest, I think. However, the oldest that we have doesn't give us relevant aspects. I want to put Forge into this and aim for Forge. So we'll try and focus on that. Hey, down here. You thought we might be unpausing anytime soon. Nope. This is possibly going to be a paused episode. Can I get rid of that? Thank you. Ivory Vault. How did the Curia of the Isle begin? There is no evidence. They began with the House of Leith and the Society of the Unseen Immortals, bound by 3 oaths. But this vault, much newer than the tunnels above, does seem to reference the oaths called the Ivory Chain, which forbade commerce with the hours, except sometimes with the winter hour, known as the Elegiest, or the Ivory Dove. Solomon Husher remarked that this might be considered less an oath of rejection of the hours and more an oath of loyalty to the Elegiest. But Solomon, of course, vanished into the snow. Okay. I like how this it's got these little alcoves with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like little Roman numerals underneath them. There is the, I guess, door that let us in. Seems quite well. Bearing in mind, up here used to be flooded, so these 2 vaults were sealed from water. Yes. What do we have? I see this, obviously. Sabazine. Do we have Sabazine? Yes, we do. And it contains a Newman. Hooray! Edge. Well, let's grab hold of that. We also have this. Again, I'm jumping straight on the things that have Newmans because, well, they seem nice. Kilisimi we have as well. We really should have gotten into this from earlier, it seems. Mystery of Moth, that is doable with our bloody transformations and liberations. This one, Edge, doable with our sharps. Yeah, both of those seem like we can do them. Records book, a treasure stored by a musician spy. Okay. Scaled casket, a treasure left behind by an explorer on the eve of his final voyage. Attach case, a treasure stored by a diplomat folklorist. Are these all the different potential origins that we could have picked? Imperial casket, a treasure stored by an exiled empress. Scarred casket, a treasure stored by an cursed tomb robber or something that walked in her shape. Ironclad casket, a treasure stored by an esoteric anarch on the eve of her failed revelation. Have we used our... What midnight gift? Okay. Have we used the one? I'm thinking these represent different origins. I'm not sure if we used the one that was specific to us, and if that was important. If it is, oops. If it wasn't, no. Yeah. I don't remember. A bunch of tantras. I should probably keep the tantras upstairs because they're tiny, so they don't take up much room. But also we have iodicescence here. But yes, we have 2 books that I want to discover. This is going to fuck with our Newman, but we don't particularly need that specific Newman right now. There we go. We want something moth related. Yes? Yeah. And there with that, with the language. Killer see me. Damn. Done. Cool. And then the sky and the scar edge. Written in Sabazine 10. We have 8 from that. We have nothing from that. We have like 2 from Arab. Yes. It seems that we've been waiting all this time for this. Exactly what we need to deal with them. And for that we need Sabazine. Cool. Wait, I'm an idiot. As soon as one of them completes, and since I paused, they're both going to complete at the exact same time, the other is going to overrule it. Oops, oh well. We'll just have to learn one of them twice. It's fine. Also, good thing it's the start of the month because I think we get lessons out of them. There's a full shelf of water. Daybreak, apparently. I didn't even know it was nighttime. I guess I knew at some point, but I'd failed to pay attention. Let's do something here, shall we? Let's grab a person. We have the time, and I think we have the resources. Let's accelerate. Because our main focus right now is on those Newmans. Though we're gonna see which one's stronger than the other, because I'm an idiot and I set both of them to cook at the same time. Okay, a passing by poet can help us reach... what can he do? He can get us into there with a bit of Solomon's prep. Get us up there maybe? Again with Solomon's prep. Yes. What does that give? 4? Not the strongest, but it's quite good. Is that a tool? No, but it is a wall art, so maybe we can show him some wall art. Oh, it is 1, so it's kind of a more of a time sink than anything else. So he starts at 4, we give him that, so he's on 8, we can easily provide him, I think, do we have a Newman for winter? We don't currently, but we might, so you know, we can cross our fingers for that. If not, what else can we offer? We can give that, which gives 3, so that'd put him on 11. 14 or 15, it should be doable. Let's get him to work and we'll see what Newmans come up. Talk to you about whist. Also, what else can we offer you? I think we can offer you flowers. If we were that desperate, though they aren't the best, you know, efficiency-wise. So, we have read The Sky in the Scar. Gnomic exhortations that might be described as emergency procedures for the return of the travelling kinds of the Carapace Cross. Huh? It might be described as emergency procedures for the return of the travelling kinds of the Carapace Cross. Like, what is the Carapace Cross again? Other than Carapace Cross, crabs, right? All I can think of is when collars turn some guys into crabs or something. Sure. It's how to deal with, maybe it's how to deal with worms or something. Each page of this book, except the last, bears a single sign, clear and irrefutable as a gem. The final page is empty. The travelling kinds of the Carapace Cross might never return. Okay. Lessons Sickle and Eclipse. That's a new thing, I believe. And also, because we're dumb, we don't have a Newman from this. Instead, we have a Newman from this, I think. We'll reread the other one for the other Newman in a bit. Coprolith omphalos. What is this? A tuft fossil of silken fibre, big as a child. This object houses Newman, truth so powerful that it can perhaps believe itself. Something consumed, and something was consumed. If we interpret it in its intertwinings, we might understand. The meaning of this object isn't something that one reads, but rather something that one follows, until at last one has passed 3 times around it, and one finds the meaning waiting at one's shoulder. Password. Sure. Weaving a knockback, always good to see those. Ooh. Yeah, a little kaleidoscope thingy. I do love the artwork for especially the Newmans. Yeah, they're lovely little things. The histories, they say, are braided like hair or tangled like roots. What is the shape of that knot? Funny you should ask. Any librarian can use this to establish a history and complete the game, but the Simurgist and the cartographer can win a particular victory. Okay, that's another thing, by the way. We should. Was it? I think the Bells of Ys are for us. I'll have to double check. I don't fully remember, but Nectar Moon Heart. Let me make a note of that. Okay, that one has been recorded. And yeah, I will reread this out of the interest of knowing what it does. We can throw in some vet. Newman Weaving the World. What do we want to do with that? Heart, that is a new... funnily enough, we already had an overlap of Moon and Nectar from our other 2 Newmans, so Heart is the only new one. Let's tuck that away before it goes missing. What can we do with it? What do we want to do with Heart? Edicts Inviolable? Oh yeah, what were we gonna do with... We were gonna do something about Gideon's Soaks, right? See if that gives us something. Genus Sanguinary. That is this stuff up here. Also called Sanguius Cells, blah blah. True Blood of St. Januarius. It is Heart, Knock and Sky, and liquid. It's a liquid. I don't know if it'll be a good crafting material for anything in particular, but yeah, right now it's a liquid. I don't particularly need to do that right now. What of a Grail? Sorry, Heart. Fucking yep. Whatever things can we do? I think we know what you produce. Yeah, Swaddled Thunder. What does Drums and Dance do? Another Swaddled Thunder? Okay, yeah. And that specifically requires a Thunderskin to be in. What are stitchings and bindings? Require Thrift Weft is a hand thingy, which I don't think we have at the moment anymore. Take that. Nope, can't put that in there because why could we? I don't know. Come back to it maybe. Herbs and something. Gideon Soaks. Are you the another blood of what's it called? 9 if we throw that in there, and matter of a heart of some sort. We want to test that and something heart that also meets the criteria of matter. Oh, not matter. Flower. You have some heart. There we go. Yep. More true blood of that one. Okay. What else can we do? What else can we do? That, heart. This one. If I add a suitably aspected liquid, I'll brew something more potent. Liquid, you say? Here's Gideon Soaks. Funny that. And we immediately saw January True Blood as well. Again. Okay, it seems that that recipe is quite common. And I'm honestly not interested in it at this time. Swaddled Thunder, we already knew about that. Anything else up here I'm missing? Nope. So further down we have... I doubt Fusion would have anything for us. Language cannot be used for crafting. Shame. Quenching Quellings. Gideon Soaks. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, it wasn't in fact, though it might not even be. There might not be a 15th level heart recipe for that. But yeah, another recipe for Gideon Soaks. Could be making a note of this, but the recipe book just, you know, makes it so much easier to not. Oh boy, more Gideon Soaks. No, at least it wasn't True Blood. I'll leave that in there for now. Oh wait, we're still one short. That'd be why it didn't change. What can I grab that has heart and remains? The fish? What did the fish have? Mackerel. Just one. Nope. Maybe I'll check the room here. No. I will leave that for now, honestly. The fact that it's also Gideon Soaks, I worry it might be another whatever. Okay, so heart recipes I'm not that interested in at this time. It's not too interesting. What was it that gave us you gave us something, right? Nectar? We've not done anything nectar in a while. Levy with a beverage. Yeah, sure. Throw in that. Unless I want to try... Oh wait, no, we already know. Levy makes Mariquette. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just to make sure we don't waste the Newman is the only thing. We are working on winter with you, which we can go ahead and give you some. Let's double check. Memory, beverage, element of the soul, flour. So you do accept flour and you do accept tools. Technically these things have some toolage, so worst case we give you a tool, but I think we can maneuver ourselves around needing that. We've given you a beverage. That pale marrow, weirdly, that would give one extra, which would leave them on 12. What do we need them for? Do we need them up to 15 ideally? And there's a flower, so 2 from that, so we can get them to 14, or we can just give them Chroniscord. Probably the Chroniscord. What's what? Oh, yeah. Sickle and Eclipse. Assault and Silver, Balance, Necessity and Rebuke. Effective against corruption. I'm pretty sure I'm not spreading corruption anywhere. Poet, I'm going to move you up here because I've gotten... There you go. Gotten annoyed of having to scroll down for him. We can... So if we give you flat... What are we... Which room are we more interested in? So we can give you a Chroniscord if we just want you into here. My headphones are telling me they're nearly out of battery, and they do that by screaming in my ear, a woman's voice. Not screaming, but it's very jarring to suddenly hear someone's voice. Anyway, unrelated. We can either get down here. Sullen heat still roils below. Its originator must be long gone, but it must be quelled before I can descend safely. We can get into it there with any of those. Up here... I'm more interested up here because this seems to be where the fire started, you know? In the sense of something broke out of there. And we might as well throw a Chroniscord at this because that is one of the rooms that we earmarked for needing a Chroniscord to get into. We have reread the Sky in the Scar. Newman, back into balance. Never mind, we didn't need to give the Chroniscord, but whatever. When the travelling Carapace kinds passed beyond the wave and the skies, they made arrangements for their return. There are histories where those arrangements might be invoked. Any librarian can use this to establish a history, and executioner and revolutionary can win a particular victory. Okay. I will make a note of that. Cool, and that is a Sky and Winter Numa added to our collection. Though technically we had better Sky, but hey, we got Winter now as a level 5. Previously Dynamos was giving us a 3, but I would scarcely use it for fear of wasting a Dynamos. Anyway, I think that is honestly a good wrapping up point there. We're nearly 50 minutes in, so we're 45 minutes in. We've made good progress today. We have discovered 2 more Numa, though one doesn't want to go in the top shelf, does the other? Yeah, the other seems a bit more willing. There we go. We now have 4 Newman. in supply. I'm going to just commit that lessons, I think. Let me just do that real quick. And the memory we got out was... Oh, it was a Newman Bollocks. We're missing that. I'll do that. But yes, we've made some good progress. We have more Newman at our disposal. We are going to unlock this next episode. I say that. Let's quickly grab him, chuck him in there, and we can unlock down here whenever we get another poet or something else, as and when we desire. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, furthering our march towards Numa. We made very good progress towards learning what we can do with our endgame book, and I think if we don't, I'll try and like push time through to the end of spring, and then we can, see if then is Numa. But if not, well, during that time, I want to focus on learning about these origins and or determinations. Sorry, one of them is an origin. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to subscribe. I forget what I always say leave a like, but that doesn't trigger the bloop bloop shiny thing. I think it's always like the video. Hopefully that made it light up and grabbed your attention. And I mean, honestly, so here, spoilers for a bit of behind the scenes thing. This is just rambling. For every video, you have to mark it whether it's for children or not for children. And while this isn't, there's nothing graphic going on here ultimately, other than, I don't know, I suppose technically that is bloody, or it could just be wine spilled. Clearly this isn't not for children, but it's also just kind of too boring for children. It's not jangling keys and attention grabbing, so I always mark it as not for children. I don't know how that messes with the algorithm, but point is, what was my point? Attention span. Yes, shiny buttons and hey, like the video. I made it light up again. That probably doesn't grab your attention as much as it would if I was making videos for children. Still, my attention span is short, so I can't really talk too much on that. Glass houses and all that. Anyway, I'm rambled enough. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.